Welcome back into Occupy Democrats. And as we speak, the pampered, petulant, predator pedo, that would be Donald Trump, is in the process of putting the crown on his head. And this breaking story is so massive, you cannot miss it. I'm going to show it to you in a few seconds. But what does someone like Donald Trump do when he loses big? Well, he throws a huge tantrum and starts screaming and yelling and threatening everyone. The problem is, it's not a 7-year-old. It just happens to be a 7-year-old who's the 47th president of the United States. Because Donald Trump is in the process of trying to make sure he never has to leave the White House. Remember, he said this on the campaign trail.
Where the former president mused that he should have never left the White House despite his 2020 campaign loss.
The day that I left, I shouldn't have left. I mean, honestly, because we did so well.
And Gavin Newsom was 1,000% correct when he said this just a few months ago. This.
And now California Governor Gavin Newsom is releasing a statement. He separately had this warning about President Trump for the American people.
Wake up. We're losing this country in real time. This is not bloviation. This is not exaggeration. It's happening.
And I'm going to show you the story in just a second, but just this morning, just now, Donald Trump posited this after breakfast with senators right here.
I think it's very important. We have to get the country open, and the way we're going to do it this afternoon is to terminate the filibuster. And it's possible you're not going to do that, and I'm going to go by your wishes. You're very smart people. We're good friends, but I think it's a tremendous mistake, really. It would be a tragic mistake, actually. It's time. It's time.
Do people actually think this guy's serious about having another election? You think he's joking about 2028?
You think he's going to run again?
No, don't give me. You don't.
If I thought they weren't going to approve, I'd sort of be with you. I'd be fine. I'd be neutral to with you. But knowing that they're going to pass it as soon as they get any semblance of control, they'll pass it first thing. Then it's like we have to do it first, and we have 2 years, and we'll end up with 2-3 years. And we'll have this country so perfect. We will pass more legislation than any Congress and any group of senators or a group of congressmen.
Who spends $200 million on a ballroom at their home and then leaves?
And we will get it through. They'll send it to us. We'll send it to them. It'll be a beautiful machine. Otherwise, we're just going to sit around and argue with these people all day long. And they're highly unrealistic. Highly unrealistic.
So in this breaking story, what is he now in the process of doing? He's in the process of making sure that he threatens all the GOP enough that he gets them to nuke the filibuster so he never has to leave. Check out this breaking story. Massive breaking news. Trump orders Republicans to approve his sinister plan to rule forever. President for life. The President of the United States is urging Republicans to grant him untrammeled power. Donald Trump just spelled out his dreams of making America great again and again and again. The president issued the ominous warning at a breakfast meeting with Republican senators at the White House. He told the reluctant GOP lawmakers that if they nuked the filibuster and took full power in D.C., they should be able to keep the Democrats out of power forever. In quotes, if we do what I'm saying, they'll most likely never attain power, he said. Because we will have passed every single thing you can imagine, he added. This is a breaking story. Now watch the video.
Do it the first day. They're going to pack the court. They're going to make D.C. a state, and they're going to make Puerto Rico a state. So now they pick up 2 states. They pick up 4 senators, okay? You think you have problems? They're going to do all of the things. They're going to pick up electoral votes. It's going to be a very, very bad situation. And it's done. It's done. As soon as they attain power. Now, if we do what I'm saying, they'll most likely never attain power because we will have passed every single thing that you can imagine that it's good and all good for the country. And there'll be no reason to. If we don't do that, people will say they're not doing much and they're in power. So the good news is we did the great, big, beautiful bill, and it's the greatest thing we could have done. And the smartest thing with John and our Speaker of the House, who's so good, Mike Johnson, we did all in one bill. If we didn't, John, it would be a problem because, we would have gotten a small piece passed. A lot of people wanted to do that. A lot of people in the room wanted to do that. They went along with me and John and everybody, and we got this thing passed. And honestly, it's 4 years worth of goodies. And no tax on tips, no tax on Social Security, no tax on, think of it, no tax on overtime. It's an unbelievable tax cut for the workers and for business, where business is going to create jobs, and we are. We're creating jobs at levels that nobody's ever seen before. All these things are good. We have to be able to get the word out. If we don't get the word out, we're making a very big mistake.
And there it is. The man who believes he deserves to be king and own everyone all the time. The bottom line is, if we let him get away with this, if this country doesn't fully wake up, and I'm not just talking about independents and Democrats, I'm talking about some of the MAGA base and what's happening to them financially, and also many of just the staunch conservatives. Because this has been going on for the last 10 years. Quite frankly, it's been going on and leading to now for the last 40. So we have to pay attention. Please like and share this video, subscribe to the channel, and you guys, because he's not messing around, stay frosty.